Hello, this is Zephyr Flippy and today we're reviewing another f-mount lens. This is the 16 to 35mm f4 lens, and specifically this is the AFS Nikkor ED edition. So, what's special about this lens? Well, 16 on a full frame is actually quite wide indeed. I mean, when I was comparing something like the Tokina 11 to 16mm lens, when I tried 16 on the full frame, actually I got a much wider field of view. So this is really good. Let me talk to you about this lens, but in the meantime also have a look at these photos I took on the lens too. So the good thing about this one is you still have the ability to zoom out to 35mm lens, which is still like a kind of typical portrait kind of lens, so you can actually still take regular photos. Also, it is solid f4 throughout the lens, so while it's not always going to get a whole lot of light in, it's actually going to do a good job at keeping the light levels consistent, which is good for video and things. One thing to bear in mind though, you really will want to put filters on this lens. I've noticed something when you do the zoom in and out on this, actually the lens does recess back in on itself, so I would recommend having like some kind of filter, even just like a UV one, just to stop anything getting inside the lens. Might sound a bit paranoid, but with the amount of money these lenses cost, you really do want to be careful with it. So with this, actually, since the F-mount is kind of, it's not quite on its way out, but it's kind of getting there. F-mount lenses are lowering in price. So compared to so my newer system, the Z system, trying to get like a wide angle for that, it would have set me back quite a bit of money. Whereas for this, for the F-mount with an adapter, actually it works out quite well. Yeah, it works quite well on whatever camera you put it on. It's a very capable lens. Also, the F4 is not a problem on my newer Z cameras. Really handles it really well, even in low light, so it's pretty good. Really good for video, good for like those like tight video spaces where you just need that extra bit of like a wide angle. So going to the 16 is very nice on this. Right, let me get into the cons. So yeah, the thing about this one is if you look at it, it is quite big for what it is. I mean, granted it is a solid zoom lens and the quality feels pretty good, and it does have that kind of the Nikon gold ring, which is like standard for these kind of things. But I have to admit, if you wanted to get like a smaller or a less weighty zoom lens, there probably are options available. And granted, something like the f2.8 ones tend to be a bit better in terms of quality. But for what it is, this is actually pretty good. But yeah, as I mentioned, it does have a bit of heft to it. And yeah, you can find ones that are cheaper or less heavy, but then you do compromise on the quality a little bit. Can't really speak in terms of like other zooms. I know some of the Tokina ones are quite good too, so those are probably worth having a look at as well. If you don't have to have like the supreme quality of the Nikon kind of lenses, you could go with something like a Tokina. I can't quite remember which other brands do similar ones as well, but I think you can get Sigma and Tamron wide angle lenses as well. Definitely worth having a look at. But yeah, that's my little review of the 16 to 35. In terms of quality, I would easily give this a solid 9, if not slightly higher, just because it's a very versatile wide angle lens. And yeah, this is going to come in handy for like group photo shoots and stuff. So yeah, hopefully I'll get to take that around for a con. But yeah, in the meantime, thanks for watching the video. Have a good one. Bye bye. Hello, thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. If you could do me a tiny favour, click on that little bell for notifications and make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you want to catch my latest videos. I do photography, I do all kinds of fur con and fur meet stuff, so make sure you check out and stay tuned for future content, and be aware that I do stream on Twitch as well. I tend to do that on the Tuesday evenings usually, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. But yeah, till then, catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.